Can Sam Altman be trusted? Did he deceive me, Elon Musk, and what else is he maybe not being honest about? That is, I think, this core question that's coming to a head in this trial.
The battle between two tech giants is heading to court. Elon Musk is taking on Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. Musk and Altman co-founded OpenAI, but then Musk left the company. Now he's suing Altman, arguing that OpenAI has become a commercial enterprise despite originally being founded as a non-profit. Let's talk about it with Axel-Springer's global reporter Jacob Shamsian, who's been following the case. Jacob, the world's richest man is suing Sam Altman for making money. That sounds kind of strange. What's really behind this?
This is a battle over the past of OpenAI and the future of artificial intelligence. Sam Altman and Elon Musk both were among the co-founders of OpenAI way back in 2015. They both had the shared mission of having it be a nonprofit to develop safe artificial intelligence for all humanity. But over the years, the two split. In 2017, Elon Musk left OpenAI over differences about how it should run, and in the meanwhile, Sam Altman turned it into this big, enormous, profitable, essentially company. And Elon Musk says, "Hey, I meant this to be a nonprofit for everyone. You've turned it into a company to enrich yourself." And OpenAI President Greg Brockman, and that's a problem. So he's trying to undo that with this fat past that he has in it.
Yeah, and what's Sam Altman's argument?
Sam Altman says, "Hey, you know what, Elon Musk, you're losing. You have your own AI company, XAI. It's not as successful as OpenAI. You, actually agreed with us about the fundraising that we wanted to do years ago, and this is just your attempt to try to take out the leader in the artificial intelligence race to try to help yourself catch up."
This is going to be a big show, I guess. There are witnesses from other big tech companies, right?
Yes, we're going to have Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella is expected to testify. A lot of the other big players in AI who previously worked at OpenAI, like Muradi and Ilya Sutskever, are expected to testify. So we're going to see them come in and talk about the development of OpenAI, its mission, and maybe how it's changed over the years as it's become such an enormous force.
And would they rather support Altman or Musk?
It's really going to depend. It's some are on both sides. People who work at Microsoft are, I think, very supportive of their partnership with OpenAI, and they're going to testify about how it's gone well. Microsoft is also being sued, and their argument is, we really didn't have anything to do with this early stages of all this, and we aren't obligated to sort of be held liable one way or the other, and they want to protect their investments.
What is the bigger issue here in the age of AI?
I think what I really see that's interesting about this case is it's about trust. We've had this issue for years now about these billionaires, these individual people who control enormous companies that really just transform our lives, right? Mark Zuckerberg, who is he as this young man to control Facebook and Meta, which controls so much of our lives? Who is Elon Musk, this single individual who to be so wealthy and have all these companies? And now Sam Altman is a relatively new entry into this space as this billionaire CEO who has this enormously powerful company. He says artificial intelligence is this world-transforming technology, and as an individual, he's someone who we can trust with this enormous power. And this is, ironically, is Elon Musk such a great person to bring that kind of argument against someone? I think that's a question for everybody, but this is what he's putting to the test. Can Sam Altman be trusted? Did he deceive me, Elon Musk, and what else is he maybe not being honest about? That is, I think, this core question that's coming to a head in this trial.
And is Musk seeking a financial gain himself, or does he simply want OpenAI to return to its non-profit roots?
So in this case, the jury will decide whether OpenAI and Sam Altman were liable for these violations of misusing the charity funds and deceiving Elon Musk. The actual remedy, the solution, will be decided by the judge at a later stage. What Elon Musk is now asking is for OpenAI to which had recently kind of evolved its for-profit arm. He wants it to reverse that, to make it just a charity, and he wants any gains from kind of his early charity contributions to go into that charity. So that's what he's asking for. I think in effect, though, this issue has been, if it's a charity, can it really raise the money needed to train its AI models, right? That's the reason that OpenAI decided to develop this for-profit arm and partner with Microsoft in the first place. It says, look, we need this money to train AI. It's very expensive to develop these large language models, to have these data centers. And so if it's back to being a charity, it may not be able to succeed, to continue to grow. And I think the real benefit from us there would be to open up a bigger lane for XAI, his own company, to succeed.
Could this have consequences for everybody who's using ChatGPT and paying for it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the transformation of the company would definitely change things. It's unclear, if it's a partnership with Microsoft, I think will probably likely survive. But I think that if it's going to have these structural legal issues, then I think maybe investments will go to other AI companies. Anthropic is doing very well at the moment as another competitor. Google obviously has its own competitor in Gemini. Another also big issue is that OpenAI is expected to have an initial public offering to become a public company later this year. That's been widely reported. And if it is dealt a setback in this lawsuit, then that's going to make that more difficult. And that, again, is going to give a big, wider opening for other competitors to succeed and maybe get more market share.
So it's going to start on Monday in Oakland, close to San Francisco. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.